After leaving Whittier, we cruised the southwest portion of the sound, just visiting some small bays and anchoring for the night in others, each one an exquisite jewel. During the 1964 earthquake, some parts of the sound were uplifted as much as 35 feet, while other areas sank, allowing seawater to encroach on the land, creating what are known as ghost forests. At Whittier, we had been invited by Duke to visit Ashami Lodge, about 35 miles south, and accessible only by boat or float plane. We tie up at the dock and are given a tour of the neat lodge, nestled among the trees. Duke checks his gill nets and returns with a boatload of freshly caught salmon. He generously presents us with a pair of salmon fillets, which Pamela kindly cooks for us. Soon after our departure the following day, a pod of dull porpoise, resembling miniature orcas, streak back and forth across Venture's bow. Of all the bays we visit, Barnes Cove is the most beautiful. Chris pilots us through the narrow entrance in the shadow of great mountains, while Kaylin prepares the anchor. Returning from an excursion in the tender, Christine brandishes a snowball. The following morning we prepare for further exploration. This includes a climb up to a knoll overlooking the tranquil bay. Wildflowers include this sundew, which is a beautiful but deadly trap for insects. Venture resembles a toy boat, floating on a surface of polished glass. The water is as clear as crystal. As we pass down Night Island Passage, we hear a caller on the radio reporting the largest pod of orcas he has seen for 10 years. He is at Point Helen, which by amazing good fortune lies just ahead of us. Within 15 minutes we find ourselves surrounded by hundreds of orcas and humpback whales. We barely move through the water, and they pay us little attention. Sounds of their heavy breathing fills the air. We proceed next to needle rocks, which are a favoured haul-out for stellar sea lions. Venture lifts and falls on the incoming swells from the nearby Gulf of Alaska. We pass numerous seals on our approach to Chenega, the last of the tidewater glaciers we visit during our month in Prince William Sound. We hope the amount of ice is evidence of frequent calving from the heavily fissured glacier face, especially as the sun is shining from an almost cloudless sky. We watch and we wait, scanning the entire width of the glacier back and forth, alert to every crack and groan. Time passes. I fuss with the cameras. Finally, our patience is rewarded. Kaylin collects freshly minted ice for our cocktails. We pass many hundreds of seals as we leave the bay. It must have been a truly spectacular carving which created this beautiful ice sculpture. What we see here is only 1/8 of the total, with the remainder being hidden beneath the water. After 28 days, we have come to the end of our time in Prince William Sound. Along this coast is some of the most dramatic scenery we have encountered on this trip. Under a setting sun, we arrive at Montague Island, our point of departure for the 400-mile non-stop crossing of the Gulf to Cape Spencer. We are underway at 3:30 in the morning under the light of a full moon. The pastel shades of dawn at sea lighten the sky and provide a burst of gold as the sun rises out of an ocean blissfully calm for our 42-hour crossing.